Well, g'day tubes, how's she hanging? Pretty good here. Man, did I get a smoking hot deal on this. They might as well just give it to me and say, just go home with this. You need it. We've got a place across the road here. Never actually had you over there, but actually it used to be an old, well, it still kind of is, but they have a separate building and it was a tire, like car tire, truck tire storage building, basically. And I guess they thought, oh, well, we'll just keep everything and get them as we need them instead of storing in this building. They rented the building out, but they rented it out to this place that basically it's like a resale kind of place where, say, if you took a cupboards or something or counters out of your house and they were still, you know, replaced them with put new ones in, we'll say, and your old ones were still pretty good, and you know, you can donate stuff like that to these places. Well, this place also gets donations of stuff like this and other things, like it's pretty much endless, you know. But anyways, they get it for free, which is nice for them, and then of course they got to pay for the overhead and the rent of this building. I'm sure it's not cheap, but anyways, stuff like this. They had this Lawn Master company is, I guess, somewhat fairly well known. I've never heard of them before, but they had this, well, like 7 or 8 of these, and they had like a leaf blower too. I'm like, oh man, I could almost use that too. What I'm thinking about this though is, so when I'm out on the mill, on the sawmill there, if I got to like lop off like a chunk of a, you know, where a branch come out of a tree, I just, because it makes it harder to spin it on the log bunks, cut that off flat instead of firing up my big gas chainsaw. Like, what the heck, this would work good. But I'll tell you what, whew, man, let me just give me 1 second here. You guys can read some of the stuff on the box here while I look this up here. Did I ever get a good deal? I almost think I should go buy the rest of them, but anyways, let me look it up here. Hang on a second. King Top. Okay. So this had a price on, like a sticker price on it, for $270. In the display they also had a sign there that said $200. So I got one of these for $200, and there it is there on Amazon for $559. Man, I ever do good, I think. But anyways, there's one there a little cheaper, $4.99. But it's got an Oregon chain on it, which and bar, which I thought was interesting. But battery power comes with a charger. I've actually got the charger. You can kind of, sort of, well, here, I can bring it over here. That's the big charger for the battery. The battery itself is about the size of that charger there. Sorry, still can't see it. There we go. So you got that on there. Then, of course, it flashes when it's charging and then fully charges. Full screen. But brushless motor for added power and increased runtime. Interchangeable battery platform compatible with all LawnMaster 60-volt max lithium-ion tools. Brand new. It was sealed. They like to open it up and test it and everything. So, but let's open it up ourselves here, and we'll have a look. Boy, I thought, you know, this would be good for limbing and stuff too. Probably not take it down an actual tree, but there's a battery for it. It's actually quite heavy. Fairly big, beefy battery to it. Still does show you there, I guess, if you're good. So that's kind of cool. And there is the saw, and of course a little manual. So it's all plastic, you know, but plastic's, I guess, better than it used to be. But yeah, nice Oregon chain, and the toolless adjuster, which adjusts and tightens all in one, so let's see if I get tighter. It's really tight, so it looks pretty cool. Let's get you in a little bit closer here and down. And we're going to take it outside. I'm just not going to do it right now because it's kind of dark out when we're looking at this here. But sharp chain anyways. And I haven't actually had this off yet. I guess I've got to unloosen that. Oh, is that all part of the... Okay, I guess I understand that. Whole thing comes off. So I'm not 100% sure what chain I'm going to need for this yet. Sometimes they'll tell you... It's not telling me. Kind of a neat little device there, though. It's interesting how that works. Oregon, so this is low profile chain. Probably gonna have to do some research on that because I'm gonna probably need to get a new chain for it eventually. And yeah, it doesn't really tell me a whole lot there. That's the bar number, I guess, but normally they'll have on the still bars anyways, they stamp on it, you know, how many length the chain is and what size it is. I don't really know what this one is, but it's an Oregon chain though. Well, I don't know, but anyways, we do have to put some oil in her. She does have a bar oiler here, chain and bar oiler, and yeah, smells new, like it's never been filled, so that's good. Nice little screen there too. Nice. Alright, well, left to the manual here too. I'm going to double check it again, but they really don't tell you in there what chain you need either for it, so it's interesting. I'm sure I can probably just find something at one of the stores here, but it's all mostly safety stuff, you know, do this and do that and put the thing. That's about the only chain thing they have here is this. Saw chain tensioning. They don't really tell you what the chain is though. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Not a big deal right now though, I guess. Well, let's put her back on here. And we'll plug her in. Get that on the bar right. We'll plug her in here. Try her and give her a little dry run. Okay, so I guess that's going to go in there. Need 100 hands. Oh, it doesn't help that it's slippery on the thing here either. Alright, that's pretty good, and I guess this thing grabs in there somehow. And, oh, I see. I got you now. So I was kind of doing that wrong, I think. Oh, maybe I wasn't. It's a little tight, I think, but it hasn't been run in yet either, right? No, it is tightening itself up again. We'll try her, I guess. Alright, so we got to plug in this gigantic battery here. And 60 volt, eh? Oh, wow. pretty awesome. Seemed to move kind of a lot there too. Interesting. When it's bright out here, we'll head out and give her a test. Now, it doesn't have a chain brake on it, which is kind of surprising that they could sell this in Canada like that, but I know you have to have it forward, I think it was, to start it here. And then there's, of course, a little safety push button here. Oh, no, it's going to be back, I guess. There we go. Not too bad, eh? Kind of sounds chintzy, but eh. We'll take her outside and give her a shot here. That should be a safety thing. Yeah, you can't turn it on now. Well, that's kind of cool. Well, let's unplug her. Feel safer with it unplugged. And there we go. All right, well, we'll take her outside. I got some logs sitting out there. We could gnaw a couple ends off and see how she works. Let's head her out. Well, before we go out with this, let's put a bit of bar oil in her. We'll take her out and run it a bit. Make sure the oil's oiling. It's got this screen in here, but man, I think it's going to probably take for absolute ever to come through there. Because this stuff is kind of thick, right? And boy, they don't give you much of a hole here. Well, we'll just go a little bit at a time, I guess, until we get some in there. Because it's going through, but I guess it's a thing, you know, if you open the cap and it's got about a bunch of dust on it or something. They actually thought pretty good about that. Now this oil should be clean in this jug, but if it was outside cold, this stuff I've brought inside and had it inside here for a few days warming up. Not sure how big the tank is on this, but we shall dump some in until we kind of see her backing up a bit, maybe. Yeah, it's going to need a little more. Oh, geez, there we go. Oh, boy. Spilt her again. Can't take me nowhere. Can't take me nowhere. Okay, that's... Oh, man, I don't know if I like this idea too much at all. That's just going to take all day. But we're almost there, actually. About half a tank there now, so. Oh, that's lots. Okay, probably don't have room. Oh, there we go. Nice big bubble come out. Need to leave room for that guy too, right? Okay. We've got a lot of snow outside. It's winter, I guess. So we're gonna go and try to find something to cut out there on the log pile, I guess is about all I really got right now. Whoa, so we'll plug this guy in and let's head her out. Alright, there's some logs there. I got this guy here and this guy here, and they actually come from behind the garage, and I don't think I'm going to get lumber out of them, unfortunately. These ones, I'm going to probably just cut them into square cants whenever we get going here again with sawing, because maybe it's frozen too. That tree there, I think that's it, yeah, was a standing dead tree behind the garage there for a couple of years, and it was pretty punky, so it's punky on the outside about the first couple of 2 inches, but I think I got them into a square cants and I can use them for stacking more lumber on, wood on or something. But anyways, I'm sure we can find something to cut here. I know there's a black oak, I think it was red oak maybe, sorry. and we're gonna try it. But first, let's see if this thing will draw some red lines and make sure we're oiling here all right. Oh, here we go. Should what's gonna happen here is gonna start to come on the chain, and it's gonna fling off the end and leave us like a little line here. So let's just see here. It should, it's not though. Can't really say I'm liking that too much. Alright, well, let's pull the thing off and see if we're oiling. Yeah, let's just pull this off. I think we can run it without this saw and the blade on. Maybe it just takes a minute to get it to come out. I don't know. Should have been coming out of this little black hole here, but I don't know. Doesn't seem to be pumping anything. Maybe that's why they were at that place, because they didn't work. It's supposed to be an automatic oiler, as far as I know. We got lots of oil in it. It's actually, oh yeah, it's coming out the frickin' the cap here. That's not good. And I don't know if I like that too much. Well, I don't know what to say. Maybe we'll just try it. It's not going to probably lube, but maybe it'll start working after we use it for a bit. I don't know. I don't know anything about this thing. So, what's going on here? Get in there. That's where it's got to sit. Doesn't seem to want to be sitting in the right spot though. Boy, you'd think I'd never done a chainsaw chain before. Not with this little weird mechanism, but what is going on here? Of course, it's freaking cold out here too. What is going on here? Doesn't seem to be running. Yeah, that's where it's got to sit. Wasn't that weird? Oh, I didn't have this much trouble downstairs, but I'm having troubles now. I think I found out what chain this is. I did some research. 65 link. Oh, there we go. 65 links. 65 link 3/8 pitch, low profile with a low kickback chain. Kind of found them on Amazon, but oh, you turd. What is going on here? Well, let's try this guy on here maybe. Something is not happy here. Boy, oh boy. I guess so. Let's go try cutting some wood. Woo! I'm not sure why it's not oiling, but maybe it'll start when we get using it here. I don't know. All right, let's cut some donuts here. Hopefully we can get through one. That actually doesn't do too bad. That's pretty good. Not sure why it's not oiling. Yeah, let's give her some push down here. Oh yeah, it does that. Actually doesn't do too bad. This stuff is, well, it's not too bad either, maybe. There. It smells like lumber anyways. Okay. Let me see if I can find something else buried in here, maybe. Yeah. She's all buried right now. Let's go and check out the other end here. Got a big giant spruce right there, but he's kind of buried now. Well, if I can find it, under here is a piece of that ash tree we were working on there. Let's just see if we can cut this guy at all here. He's down here somewhere. It's fairly big. It's over a foot probably there. Well, it's not too bad. Got a nice square disc off there. And there's the end of that giant spruce there, but he's a little bit too buried, I think, there. So I'm gonna try maybe this guy here, if I can get this cleared out. I love winter, eh? You guys living in the sunny south, you don't know how good you got her. Winter's all right, but man, it sucks after a couple of weeks. All right, that's another big spruce. The oak is underneath all that. I can see it right there. That's a bit too far. We'll try a couple of cuts maybe on this guy. See how she survives. It seems to keep loosening up here though. That's actually not bad. That zinged through that pretty good, and let's give that a little measure here. How big is this thing? I still don't think it's oiling. Might have to pressurize it with some air to get it to kind of prime through, but that's 16 inches bark to bark. So that's not bad. This thing should have cut right through that, but I think I was a bit... Well, let's try one more here. Snow off it. It might be oiling now. Or not. Sounds kind of tight. I don't know if it's oiling or not, but let's do one more cut here. trying to kill a battery, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, I don't think you're going to win any contests with it, but I think that did pretty good, actually. Kind of sounds like it's way too tight, though, but... sounding better, but I don't think it's oiling yet. Try to do another line here in the snow. Let's try a length cut here. Outside of this tree is not much good, but the inside's pretty good yet. It seemed to work pretty good. We got some strands. I'm just kind of curious why it's not oiling, but anyways. Should be good. I don't think I'd take a tree down with it, you know, but I think it'd be pretty good for just, you know, having a limb off bits and pieces here and there, but I'll figure out the oiler situation. I don't know what's going on there. Well, let's just see here. I don't know why that would be oiling unless I'm using bar oil, bar and chain oil. But maybe I should just use like a lighter oil. I don't know. It's already leaking out of the cap there. I don't really like that, but I'm gonna blast this off quick here. And we'll see if there's been any evidence of any oil coming out the thing here. Doesn't feel like it. The chain feels kind of dry. Nope, not a bit. Well, what's up with that? There's like a little rubber cap on there. I'm just kind of wondering if the little cap wasn't perforated or something. Let's see if that little cap will pull out of there and see what's in behind. It's cold in the shed today. Woo! Oh yeah, here it comes. And there it goes. Alright. It's basically just a little... There's no sign of oil there at all. There's some sign of oil here though, and I don't know if I like that too much. This stuff might be too thick. I wonder if I should have used like an engine oil or something. It's pretty mucky stuff, right? Out in the cold, it's probably not much better, but I'm gonna try this. I don't know if this is such a good idea, but I can get in here. Can definitely feel my hand pressurizing there. I'm not. Yeah, that's just gonna leak right out of there. So don't fill her up right full, maybe. And yeah, nothing coming out there. I think that oil's too thick. Okay, that's all right. So what I'll have to do for today, I guess, is just look at it leaking out the cap. Oh my goodness. I can't say I'm liking that too much. Needs a little vent, I guess, but a little bit of pressure in there might not be a bad thing for it. Okay, so I'm going to drain this stuff, I guess, back in here. And I'll have to leave it going. I guess I'll pull the battery out too, so it's a little bit lighter. Probably take that back inside. It's not that thick, but apparently it's thick enough. I might just sit right there. Sweet! Alright, well, I'll have to try something lighter, I guess, in it next time we fire it up, like some, I don't know what kind of weight this stuff is mimicking here, but when this stuff gets colder, it would be a lot thicker. Probably some 5W20 maybe? Or I've got some 0W20 for the car. Or just nothing. For as much as we're gonna, really need to use this thing. So, but anyways, I think it'll be a good saw. It's just, I gotta figure out why it's not oiling there, and I hate to have to take it apart to figure out why it's not oiling, but maybe there's something in the manual that I missed. I don't know. I'll go check that out too. But anyways, that's it for your 60-volt Lawn Master, I guess. We'll get using that here, and when we need her for lemon stuff. Basically, like, you got the log on there, and it's like, oh, I left a little stub of where I chopped the branch off, so I gotta cut that closer to the tree. That's kind of what this thing was sort of meant for here. So, but I'll let her drip dry here, I guess, and she should be good to go next time we get at her here. But I don't know why they didn't oil, though. It should have oiled with that fine. I mean, it is kind of thick stuff. Maybe it just doesn't like that thicker stuff. You can see it dripping in there. And pretty thick, so we'll try some thinner stuff. But anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. Still think it was a pretty good deal. $5.49 or whatever on Amazon there was, and we got her for 200 bucks. So pretty good. But anyways, thanks again for watching. Let's see this thing here now. There's a thing. Where the heck was it now? Oh yeah. Oh, still 2 greens there, so that means it's still good. So awesome. Anyways, there we go. Thanks again. Catch you all later. And you guys have a good day. Good old Lawn Master. Has nothing to do with grass, but okay.